Alright, I'm recording this dang video, bro. I'm freaking recording this dang video. I've been afraid to make this video for a while. And I thought about it for a long time to try to figure out why I'm afraid. But I think the biggest reason is that I'm afraid to change. I'm afraid to in a way reinvent myself. When I started this channel, I was 22 years old, almost 9 years ago, which is crazy. And I built it back when I was a different person, and I think I kind of have avoided it over the last few years because I feel like on this platform I can't be the more evolved version of myself. And I like the more evolved version of myself. So when I thought about this channel, I'm like, well, I don't want to go back to being who I was, and I feel like I have to. So kind of I ran into, I don't even know who I'm talking to right now, honestly, because at this point I probably haven't posted in like almost a year. I don't know who still watches this. Um, and I think that's another reason. I'm like, oh, nobody's watching the channel anymore. I'm kind of talking to an empty room. Nobody's gonna watch this. That's probably another part of it. But anyway, the reason I'm even like motivated to post something is, I think first and foremost because I'm afraid, and I don't like to just be afraid of things, to be honest. And I would rather act courageously than sit around waiting for why. I'd rather act courageously than wait until I understand why I'm afraid. So, in an act of courage, I'm posting this video. But on another note, over the last 5 years, I have really begun to realize that true community with people that you're doing life with is truly irreplaceable. Like nothing can replace being known by people and knowing people and walking alongside them in your literal everyday life, where you can talk to people, share with people. And YouTube cannot be that, I think. I think what YouTube is amazing at, it's a way to connect people that otherwise could never connect. And it's a place where you can be encouraged to try things or learn things. And it's a place you can create and show things. I don't think it's a place where you can have true relationships with people that you never actually get to interact with in person. But anyway, over the last 5 years, one of the things that I have found so much joy in, and like things that have given me so much life, is meeting with other guys and connecting and sharing stories, being honest, being real. Because I feel like I never really had that in my life. I didn't have a lot of relationships with other guys that I could just be really myself and be honest. I grew up without a dad, and I never really understood the power of strong male relationships. I feel like it was either like you could never really be yourself. You couldn't really show emotions. That was either reserved for, it was just reserved for girls. Everything else is just like gay. If you have a relationship with a guy that's deeper than just doing surface level things, then it was gay. And over the last few years, I just realized that's like one of the dumbest things ever, and it's the thing that has hurt me so much. And so part of the reason why I want to post this video is to encourage other men out there, and let you know that you're not alone. I wrote this in my journal this morning, and I want to read it. Here we go. By the way, this is how I've felt like much of my life. So I'm gonna share this in the belief that there's a lot of other guys out there who felt like me. To the man who feels alone, to the man who doesn't feel like he can talk about what he struggles with most, to the man who wasn't allowed to be weak, to the man who had no safe place to be honest, so he learned to numb pain through pornography, performance, or pretending, to the man who always felt like he had to be perfect or the best in school, sports, or work, to the man who was expected to have no problems, no emotions, and no needs, to the man who's terrified to admit he doesn't feel good enough, or strong enough, or capable enough, to the man who was never told, "You can come to me with anything and I'll still love you," to the man who wants to change but can't because you're afraid of being called fake, to the man who only feels seen when he's achieving, to the man who lashes out in anger because he can't process his pain, to the man who can't seem to stop wrecking relationships and doesn't understand why, to the man who feels like if he's really honest and he's truly seen, he'll be rejected. You're not alone.